Hey everyone, how's it going? It's GriffyBit here, and we're talking about a question that I get in stream a lot of how unit prioritization works. We'll go through the beginnings and end up with the advanced, just so I can give you guys a more understanding of how it works. So, let's just jump right into it. So let's start with the basics of the basics. This game is rock, paper, scissors. So you have melee that attacks armor. It's very strong against armor. And then you have armor that takes down range, because armor counters range. And then you have range that attacks melee, because it counters melee. This is the basics of Stream Raiders and the foundation of how it works when it comes to PvP, PvE, and everything in between. So your units have two types of red circles. So when you're looking on a map and you hover over a unit and you see it's got a dotted red line and a big circle of a red line. One is the attack range of that unit, and the other one is the aggro range of that unit. It will only attack the thing that is within its aggro radius first. But there's also things called prioritizations. For instance, if you place a tank and a warrior next to each other against two archers, the archers actually will not attack the warrior first. They'll attack the armored first, because that is considered its prioritized target. It's weird. You think it would counter the warrior like a normal game, but no, it will attack the range first. So a lot of plays, such in PvP, is if you place a warrior with a buster and a tank in the front, the archer will not be able to counter the buster, because it will be prioritizing the tank first. So that's a small thing that people actually don't really know. Let's start with the busters. The busters have a aggro radius that will attack anybody. First person to show up, first person to get hit. Pretty straightforward. That's how a buster works. It's not too crazy, not too insane. But a balloon buster, on the other hand, the balloon buster will go for the epic unit first. That's what it's always going to prioritize. So if there's a big unit on the field, the balloon buster will always go for that. In PvP, it will always go for the captain, because only a captain in PvP has the ability to have an epic unit. So that's why balloon busters are really good in PvP, and balloon busters are usually really good in boss battles for PvE, or such as Desecrated Ground, where they have spawners where they're considered epic units. So when it comes to support, such as a healer will prioritize a tank that has the lowest amount of health out of all the tanks. So that's why when you have a formation, having healers in front line are going to be better, because they can't path through range. So if you put healers behind your range, then your healers can't get to your tanks, and then they'll cause weird pathing, because the aggro radius of the healing will cause it to go towards the tank, but it'll get blocked. So keep that in mind when you're making your battle markers, to always make sure that you have your healers in the front line, so your healers will prioritize what they're prioritizing properly. So rogues will prioritize range, and then go support, and then go everything else in between. But here's the weird thing about how rogues work. In PvE, if there is a spawner, or if there's for this instance, this event, a slime tank or a console, a rogue will prioritize those first, even though it is support. So remember that. If there is a spawner or a tank, a slime tank, or a unit that has higher priority than the range, which is usually a support, the rogue will prioritize that first. It took me about 4 events to figure this out, but it happened every single time. Now we have our flying rogues. Our flying rogues are the opposite of rogues. They'll prioritize support first, and then they'll prioritize ranged. Pretty self-explanatory, pretty easy, until you get into PvP, which makes no sense, where flying rogues actually prioritize balloon busters first. Who would have thunk? Who would have thunk? Just out of nowhere, hey, we prioritize supports, but guess what? Let's throw a balloon buster in there and let's hit it first. So usually in PvP, what you want to do is you want to place 4 flying rogues in each corner. So if they try to balloon buster than you, then you can easily counter it because it, for some reason, has a higher priority than supports themselves. So to recap here, warrior beats armored. Armored beats ranged. Range beats melee. Busters go for anybody. Balloon busters go for anybody unless there's an epic unit on the field, and then it'll go for that. Supports, such as healers, will prioritize tanks at the lowest health first. And rogues will prioritize range and then go support unless there is a spawner or a support console or slime tank that has higher priority than the ranged. They'll go for that then. And then we have flying rogues. Flying rogues go for supports, and then they go for range, and then they go for everything in between, unless you have a balloon buster on the field. And then they go for the balloon buster. So, soaking all that in together, you have a big cluster of rock, paper, scissors, dynamite, Spock. A little confusing. If you need to rewatch the video, feel free. But that is how the beginning and the advance of unit prioritization works. If I missed anything, please let me know in the comment section below, and I'll try to recap it in another video. We've been trying to do more of these, trying to figure out more things. I've been taking a lot of questions that we've gotten on stream about certain things. So if you have any questions for me, drop me a follow on Twitch and come in. I stream 45 hours a week of Stream Raiders, so I'm pretty sure you could catch me at any time. And also, quick heads up, if you are watching this when it recently came out, I have a skinathon going on May 30th, 2021. So if you want to come in and join with that big fiesta, please feel free to do so. I hope you guys like the content. I hope you really do. I actually really enjoy making these YouTube videos. They're a lot of fun to me. I get to, discuss to you guys how everything works and honestly how truly intricate Stream Raiders in itself is. On the side of it, it looks like it's very basic of a game, but when you actually decide to learn and take a look into it, there's got so many layers. It's just like an onion, just layers upon layers that we're gonna try to find out. So make sure you like and subscribe to this video and to my YouTube. Follow the Twitch. I know it's a shameless plug-in, but god damn it, we gotta get exposure. We gotta do whatever we can to get exposure. There's no pride being a streamer. Anyway, till we see you in the next video, I've been your stream captain for today. My name is GriffyBit, proud owner of the Itty Bitty Army, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.